Hey everybody, it's Robin, and I wanted to share with you my wall, but most of all, I'm going to share that with you. I'll move over so the reflection is gone, but I've taped this at night and during the day, and the windows always show up in the film. So, sorry about it, but I'll get to the point where it's no shade. Somebody thought it might be a home interior. I don't know. I bought it at Stuff's. I don't know if any of you guys have a Stuff, but it's a huge secondhand store. Consignment. It was facing the other direction. And I took it to my local mechanic, auto body guy, and he switched it for me. He's so fabulous. And then the phone clock I got for Mother's Day from Hobby Lobby. Isn't it cute? I just absolutely love that. And then, of course, the bike, the butterflies, and the welcome sign too was from Hobby Lobby. So, but those I have $5 in the butterfly, $2 for the welcome sign, and the bike was $10. And then I got that bike for $10. And the phone clock was $25. So I am going to move in on my frame that I made. I had to bring it in off the wall and close the blinds here in my craft room. So, but I think it's coming through pretty darn good. So what I did was I called my girlfriend and I said, hey, I want to do something with our anniversary day and our birthdays. Come over and help me. So she came over. And I said, I want to do quilt. And then it just kind of clicked in my head, wedding ring quilt. It's a family. It's, you know, our anniversary and that. So we took, she came over about 8 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock we started getting it figured out. The size of the circles and that. And we ended up cutting the outside circle at 8.5. And the inside circle at 7.5. And just figured out how we wanted to overlap them. And the girl paper, which is this paper here and that up there, is a My Mind's Eye. And the boy paper is something from Hobby Lobby. I think it's Paper Studio. It's a paisley print. And it was so funny because she kept going, no, there's too much. And I said, quit looking at the overall picture. Look at the colors. When we cut it to this size, it's going to be perfect boyish. So she didn't want me to do it, but I cut it anyway, and I took it out there, and she's like, oh, you're right. So it was kind of funny. And then we used a variety of the 6-inch. It was 3 of the My Mind's Eye paper stacks that we used. We used a wood look, a houndstooth, gingham, and then that is a music notes. I'm going to get in a little bit closer even. And then I had my girlfriend come over. It's hard to see it on camera, but I had her come over and write our birthdays on each of the circle. And then, there you can see it. Established 1990 when we got married. The background paper is a large paper that I went to Hobby Lobby and got. And distressed it with the Tim Holtz walnut stain and vintage photo. And the background is the frame back. And what I did is I took the Winter Wonderland cartridge and I cut our name out and used my repositionable tape and adhered it down. Oh, can't stand on that side, I'm sorry. I of course painted the background, and the background color I'm not overly thrilled with. It's just a little off, and I keep saying I'm going to go over it, but I know if I go over it I'll mess it up, so I'm just going to leave it. So I painted the background, and put the crackle finish on and put my letters on. Use my letters as a stencil and then painted the whole thing. I used raw umber, but I did add a little bit of black to it and crackled it that way. And there were some spots that I didn't get as much crackle on it, but it's fabulous. Anyway, I love it. So I just kind of distressed it myself and did a few things to it. And then I did the same thing to the frame. The frame, for some reason, did not crackle very well at all, except in spots. So I distressed that again myself, and I think it turned out great. I have had several people say that I should put pictures of us in each one of the circles, but I don't know. I'm thinking that having this gal take our pictures when we go to Omaha and see, and I don't know what, I'm sorry, my camera. I don't know what you call the pictures that, how, and it makes you, the whole thing like a brown. So I'm thinking about that. So we'll see. I'll have to see how much she charges. Share on my wedding ring quilt frame. Now I will share one more thing I made for the walls. Okay, now I have brought you to my bathroom. So this stuff is right above my toilet. And I wanted a pair of sign, and I could not find one that satisfied me. So I got a canvas from Hobby Lobby and used the same lettering from Winter Wonderland, or wood, something like that, the cartridge from Hobby Lobby, Cricut, and made the letters a little bit bigger, painted it, and put my letters down and put the crackle finish on, and then did the brown over it. And once again, in some spots I didn't get enough crackle finish on it, but I just kind of distressed it myself, and I think it turned out fabulous. The color box antique papery paper from Joann's, that's where I got the bicycle. And I love high wheel bicycles, or penny farthings, whatever you want to call them. I think they are just the coolest looking thing. And the butterfly is a butterfly from Hobby Lobby. I can't think of the brand back in the jewelry department of what that is. But I just took the white color and creamy color and went over it. And I wanted an Eiffel Tower in it, and I should have moved the Eiffel Tower down, but so it didn't turn out as great there as I wanted. But everybody always says that, everybody has said the Eiffel Tower there, so it's not like they don't know what it is. And then I took the sewing room die from Tim Holtz, and I cut out 3 chipboards of the dress form and painted it the brown underneath, and then crackle finished it with the cream on top. And the paper is from mymind'seye, my favoriteest paper in the whole world. And then I added it, I can't see my fingers, cameo right down there at the bottom. So I think it turned out super cute. I love it to death. So this is a dress form. I believe I got that dress form a long time ago at Pier 1 Imports, but I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure that's where I got it. And then got the sign, Happiness is a Choice, at Hobby Lobby. And then I had an Eiffel Tower that was more like the dress form, but then I got to Hobby Lobby in Coralville in Iowa City, and they had that one, and I got that sucker for $6. That is such a bargain. So I was very excited. I also got a clock, but we took the clock apart a little bit to put a battery in it to make it work, and it fell apart. So I haven't tried to put it back together again. That was right on the Friday of graduation. So okay, since we're sharing, I'll just show you this other wall. This is above my sink to my left, and the sign from Hobby Lobby, this one on top, says happiness is something you decide ahead of time. So, and then I got a bathtub that says Paris and has some like faded stamping on it, and then the hat shop Paris. So, and I'm gonna try to find a vinyl cutout of the high wheel bicycle. My towel rack is right behind us, and I want to put one of those right above that, so I think it would be cute. If you guys have any questions about the stuff that I made, give me a holler. I truly love this that I made, and it was so easy. You know, even you don't even have to do a crackle finish. You could just paint it, or just put paper as the background. And I just truly love this thing that I made. So if you guys have any questions about it all, just give me a holler, and have a super great weekend.